guys, welcome back to Bar Z. My name's Stan, and today we're going to do just a quick tool review. I had one of these sets in front of me, and I thought I'd do a review for you. It's by the folks at Gearwrench. Now, some of you guys have these ratcheting box end wrenches, and they're known for their very fine teeth, and you know, they're pretty smooth. You know, I've got a set of Gearwrenches. I really like the things. So this is a tap and die ratchet set, which is kind of interesting. You know, this is what you get with the tap and die set. It's actually a ratcheting tap holder. So pretty cool. I've never seen one before that actually ratchets. But let's get into it and see whether we like it or not. You know, see how ergonomic it is, and see what it's all about. Let's go tap a couple holes. Okay, I thought I'd do a little voiceover here. The background noise in the video is really bad. Here I'm showing you the little direction lever on it, and it's a little cumbersome. It's a little small, but you still manage to hit it accidentally when you're in regular use. And here I'm showing you it's just as easy just to flip the thing over and snap it back on to change directions. So I question even the need for that flip lever. Now we're going to pull the tap out. I'm going to show you the back side of the thing. It doesn't have the tap following center in the back side. There's a detent ball there instead in the tap holder. And there's the side with our flip lever. And there really isn't any good detent on that lever. I wish there was. Okay, well, we're back, and we've tried out the set, and you know, I just did a quick voiceover. There was a lot of background noise and stuff there, so I just did a quick voiceover of me using the thing, and just in use. I'm going to bring it a little bit closer and show you the set close up and what you get with it, and I'm going to show you what I did like about it, and I'm going to talk about what I didn't like about it. So let me pull you in a little bit. Okay, so here's the set, and let's talk about the case first. The case is fairly nice. It's injection molded plastic, kind of a double wall plastic case. The lid comes off, which is nice. You can see where the hinges are oriented. You can pop the lid off pretty easily if you just want to use the base of it to put it in your toolbox. So that's kind of a nice feature. So you don't have to have the lid, but if you are going to use a lid, it's got a nice closure. So a pretty nice case. Let's talk about the ratchet first. Here's the ratcheting setup. Now it's got a flip lever, which is kind of unnecessary, you know. I think this unit could very easily be used if you pop in this way, and let's say you're running the tap this direction, and you wanted to change directions. You know, it's not that big of a deal. Just flip this thing over and start going the other direction. So I think this flip lever is kind of a nuisance,
and actually it's in a bad place. You inadvertently flip it every once in a while. So that was kind of a negative for me, having that little flip lever there. Wasn't crazy about that. It does come with, well, here, let me show you a good view of that handle. I know the chrome's probably blowing you out there. Here's the two tap holders. It's got a little tiny thing there, and they open up and they'll keep you on center. That'll keep your tap on center with that little square drive. And it's got that odd drive on the main body that fits in the ratchet handle. And here's a larger one, and this will get out there. This will get out to a pretty good sized tap. This is got a size range on it that I can't read without my glasses. This says it's 0.219 to 0.280 inches. So those are your sizes there. Another drawback that I found, and I haven't used them for that yet, but in the back here we don't have a center. There's a ball detent there, and you can't get a center in there if you wanted to use a tap follower to guide your tap in. So that's a drawback, that they don't have any type of centering device in the back of them. Another thing I found is in the case is if let's say you don't close this up all the way. Let's say it's kind of open. Now it ain't gonna fit in the case. It's gonna make you close this thing all the way every time to put it back in there. And the same thing with the big one. You got to put it in. You can't get it in there unless you close this fella up, and then it fits in the case. So that's a little interesting. And you're probably going to say, well, how come they even have a ball detent back there? It serves no purpose. Well, it actually does. It does come with a small T-handle like this, and you can feel it snap past that ball right there. So it does have another little standard type T-handle as well as the ratchet. So pretty interesting. And I'll show you how that pops in there again. But again, no center in the back. That's just a ball detent. Don't confuse that for a center. I really don't think that would work as a center. That ball just doesn't go down far enough to do anything. All right. So that's the tap end of it. Let's take a look at the die. Here's a die holder, and that fits in our ratcheting handle right there. And it's got a little spider in there to center your work. If you look down inside of there, I'll hold that so you can look straight down with my fluorescent green vest in the background. And we can close our spider up on that, and that'll help center your work. So that's kind of a slick thing. So that little die holder is pretty cool. And then it's got an Allen bolt here to put your, to snug your die up in there. But you know what? In the set, they don't give you an Allen wrench, which is kind of stinky. And here's another thing too. If that screws all the way out, doesn't fit in the case. Every time they're going to make you take that thing and roll it all the way in to get it to fit in there. All right, but out of all this, out of an available 10, I'd probably give this kit about a 5. This is borrowed. I used it, and I just don't think I'd go out and buy one. I just thought you guys might want to know what they're all about, and the few changes that I would make. This little flip lever here would frustrate the hell out of me over time, and the fact that I don't have a follower hole in the back of these would bug me too. But for field work, it's okay. A lot of times you're just using a tapping block and you don't need a guide. Now, here, I'll show you what a lot of you guys are going to ask, what I was using for a guide. This is just a piece of junk that I drilled and tapped in the center, nice and square, and I use that as a tapping block. And it's threaded, and that doesn't hurt anything, because after your tap is started, you can just spin this out of the way. Now this only works with reduced shank taps, and that's why you see here, that's why I buy reduced shank taps. So you can use almost anything for a tapping block. I just use a threaded tapping block to get my tap started. I was tapping some columns. Those were 1/4-inch thick columns. But that's it. Okay, fellas, I appreciate you tuning in. And hope you enjoyed the tool review on the Gearwrench tap set. Now, if anyone wants the part number, that's a 3880 by Gearwrench. All right, guys, thanks for watching.